Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I'm Kelly Stewart, joined by Vegas Chris, if you're not following him on Twitter, at Las Vegas Chris. And Marco, you guys already know his Twitter handle. And if you don't follow him by now, it's because you don't like him. It's my favorite. That's my favorite thing is like some guy's like, I unfollowed you a long time ago. I go, yet you're still checking all of my tweets. Obviously, you're the first one to respond. And he goes, you're right, I have no life. It was the best. I was like, oh, okay, well, at least we're on the same page.
Trolls are fun.
At least we're on the same page here. Okay, let's talk about a nice little SEC game here. It doesn't probably really matter to either one of these teams. They're both going bowling. Short line, Texas A&M favored by 2.5 over LSU. I was really high on LSU to start the season, and then they had that game against Alabama where they got shut out at home. Did we know Alabama was going to win that game? Sure. Did we know it was going to be in that fashion? No. And then they get to go to Arkansas and just laid an absolute egg. It was terrible. But
Dream Crusher game.
Absolutely, right? So now here I am looking at them trying to make a case for them against the Aggies. Marco, I'll let you start with this one.
Well, as you said, both teams are bowl eligible, but actually LSU does have more to play for because they can get one of the big other bowls. They could finish the season at 10-2, being an SEC team, 10-2. They're going to have one of the biggest bowls that's left available. Texas A&M, though, first year, Jimbo Fisher, this is a statement game for him. This would finish off, put a little, icing on the cake or cherry on top of the sundae, however, whatever metaphor you want to use there, for a decent first season. And the one thing that's impressed me the most about Texas A&M, if you remember the last few years, they were really soft against the run. He has fixed that. They still give up some points, but this is a team that you can't run the football against them right now. They're number 7 in the country against the run, allowing just 3.0 yards per carry. If LSU can't run successfully, I don't know that I trust Joe Burrows on the road in this atmosphere. Remember, this is a Texas A&M team in this building that gave Clemson their biggest game of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to College Station. It is a tough place to play, great home field advantage, but this isn't some crazy Saturday night game. This is a nice afternoon game. It's going to still be rocking. But, Chris, your thoughts on LSU at Texas A&M?
Well, you mentioned that Alabama game. I did a video recommending LSU that week. And
Don't worry, I was on them as well.
I've been following them since, and they've been that just seemed to be, as Marco said, their dream crusher, and they've been very mediocre since then. Over their last 5 games going into last week, they had only outscored opponents 98-92. Tampa Bay, and what you mentioned with Texas A&M only allowing 3 yards per carry is crucial for me because there's over a half a yard difference between what each of the teams are doing. And Texas A&M is allowing 94 yards, fewer yards per game versus whatever average the team is coming in on. And I like the way their offense is just going to eat up the clock. They're keeping they're allowing their defense to only have to be on the field 24 minutes a game. And that's pretty important when you get into the fourth quarter.
As I said about if they stop the run and make Burrows have to throw the football, he's not been overpowering. Now, last week against an overmatched Rice team, he threw for 370 yards. But against Mississippi State, he threw for 129. Against Alabama, he had 184, and they were so far behind he had to throw every down and still only had 184. And then against Arkansas, he only threw for 195. So I don't think he can carry this team if they stop the run, and I'm counting on Texas A&M to stop that run. I like A&M.
All right, good stuff from both guys. $9 Monday at WagerTalk, and all daily packages for Monday's action, plus early college football and NFL, priced at only $9. This includes any 5% best bets, normally priced at $30.